it is. The Shogun told the truth. Let's see what happens. Come on! Move! Move! Ugh. Enough, Naoe. Stop. Okay. Think. Feel. Let it all pass through you. Clear your mind. Mushin.
You're alive. Rest, my plum. I've got you.
The box. I couldn't stop him.
The fault is mine. It was my oath, and I failed. I kept so many secrets for so long, never knowing if I should reveal them. Your mother left me with a heavy burden. To protect the box and to raise you, I did not want to put that burden on your shoulders.
The box.
One of 3 Imperial regalia. The jewel. They are the sacred heart of our country. Treasures the Emperor entrusted the Kakushima Iki to protect. But that was long ago. Back when we met Tsuyu.
My mother.
She was the apprentice of a Nama stranger. She followed his foreign creed of assassins. They came to Iga seeking help from Momochi Sandayu. They said the balance of the world was at risk. So you stayed with us in Iga. Became a student of Sandayu, as Hanzo and I were. But soon, the student became the master. We all swore upon her creed, an oath. The creed I should have taught you. You are so much like your mother. I was afraid that if you knew, you would suffer the same fate. It was my oath to the creed to protect the jewel. But I loved her. And when you came, you were our jewel. We loved you so much. For a few years, we prospered. The regalia were safely hidden in Setsu. Our league grew. Our enemies faded. We were foolish to let our guard down. A new foe rose from the shadows. I stayed in Iga with you while the league was slaughtered. The regalia stolen. Only Sandai, Tsuyu, and Hanzo survived. Tsuyu returned in the night with the jewel. She made me swear to protect it and entrusted me alone. She promised me she would return with the other regalia. But she never did. When Sandayu returned, he told me Tsuyu had died. It shattered my soul. I hid the jewel in the Kofun and kept her secret. The League died with her. I swore to myself to never let anything happen to you, our jewel. And every night, for years, I played her favorite song. And then, one night, across the valley, I heard someone playing the song back to me. I ran towards the source, but she was gone. I know it was her. And so, I kept playing her song every night to let her know the jewel was safe. and that you were all right. Naoe, she might be alive. We must find her. If we can just reach Tomiko's, there is hope. She will help us.
I remember now. I remember it all. Stewart, why did you carry that burden by yourself? You weren't alone. I was right there. You weren't alone. Their song. He was calling to her. To you, Mother. Valor, wisdom, benevolence. I returned the jewel. I have honored my promise, Stewart. My love. If you read this, it is because you and our Naoe have been forced from Iga. Because our secret is discovered. I know you may not understand my absence or my reasons for it. They are not the only secrets I have kept from you. I did not die the night our league fell. Mother?
Countless nights.
Of course you're a target.
Listening to Nagato's song again and again. It took all those years to understand. It was the key.
It was you playing back to my father.
Forgive me, Tsuyu.
You stole the regalia?
No. Lord Ieyasu found the mirror and stole it from the Foreign Order. A secret very few know. He believes these treasures belong to our land. He kept the mirror and waited to return it to the Emperor.
To gain favor from the Imperial Court.
Perhaps. He plays a much better goat game than I. But we both believe the foreign powers are only here to take from us.
So how did you get the mirror?
I am loyal to him now. I simply asked for it. Come, I will explain. You and the Black Samurai left Lord Ieyasu with quite the impression.
Oh?
He admired your friend's sense of honor. He perceived the samurai to hate the Foreign Order just as much as he did. Lord Ieyasu was just as interested in your character, your resilience to fulfill your father's promise. You now understand the meaning of the blade?
My parents followed an Imperial mission to protect the regalia and obeyed a creed that fought oppression.
Don't sound so excited.
No one likes giving details.
They were a foreign assassin brotherhood who battled foreign interests in our land. We served to protect those who could not protect themselves.
To shed a light on this world.
And this is what Lord Tokugawa Ieyasu saw in you.
That convinced him to give you the mirror?
It made him see why I needed it. Redemption.
Why do you need redemption? Hanzo,
The choice you face will be difficult after you hear what I have to say. Listen, and resist drawing your blade this time.
I'll try. But no promises.
Your mother's strength with your father's compassion. The only people I have loved in this world. I told you Nagato and I were brothers despite our differences. But we had one thing in common. We both loved too. She had the beauty of Kishotenya and the fighting spirit of Hachiman. I did not care for her idealist foreign creed. All I wanted was her. The things I did to impress her. But she chose Nagato, a lower rank to Jisamurai. The pain and the shame were unbearable.
Did she know of your feelings for her?
My pride would never allow that. So I left Iga. I offered my services to whomever would give blood to my blade. They all feared me. Oni Hanzo, the bloodthirsty demon. Years passed, and I returned to Mibno. I thought I could conquer her hurt, impress her with my exploits. But then, I saw you. The perfect family. I left again. My rage consuming me. This was supposed to be my place. She should have loved me. I did. The unthinkable.
What did you do?
I heard of a mysterious group offering riches for the regalia.
You sold Ashikaga Yoshiaki their location. Out of resentment.
The contract was secret. I did not know who forged it. But I didn't care. I wanted to break them. So I sacrificed the thing to you loved most.
Her family. You jealous traitor.
You caused her guard to fall. It weakened her.
Careful, Hanzo.
I regretted it immediately. But it was too late. I rushed to you to tell her the regalia had been compromised. She called the Kakushiba-eki back to defend Setsu.
But it wasn't enough. I saw their bodies in the kofun.
The Imperial regalia was stolen. I betrayed them all. And Sandayu said she was dead. But I never believed him.
So you searched for her?
For years. I also watched your father mourn. Watched him raise and love you. You grew. As did my shame. After the first attack on Iga, I knew it was only a matter of time before it fell. I could not let Tsuyu's daughter die in a pile of rubble.
That night in Iga, you wrote that letter?
I always suspected your father to have the jewel. But so did the enemy. I offered you both the protection of my lord. But when Nagato refused, my options were few.
And the Shinbakufu got to us first.
I am sorry your father died. I tried to save you both. And I can save you still by persuading you from your path.
My path will unify us.
Is that what you think you're doing? Picking up misfits on the campaign for unity?
They are my family.
They slow you down. Family. That same weakness is what killed your mother and father. You repeat their faults.
And you have not learned from yours. What has your jealousy earned you but the name Demon?
I will take all your venom, if it means we start anew. Naoe, do not make their mistake.
Oh, hell no, without forgiving him. Dude, bull talker.
Enough! I want justice!
Perhaps I deserve death. But not by your hand. And not now.
You don't get to decide that!
As you wish. But I will not die before I know Tsuyu's fate. We can find out together. Please.
Keep my parents' names out of your demon mouth!
What are you gonna say? Keep my parents' name out your damn mouth.
Stop talking about my family!
What do you hope to prove, Naoe?
That you will never ruin the life of the Fujibayashi again!
You have bested the demon. But you will not finish him?
No.
Fine.
Speaking of talk, letting him live would be a mistake.
I'll find Tsuyu alone.
No, you won't. Vengeance is a whirlpool. We've both been caught in its spiral. It stops here. After what you have done to me and to my father, Tsuyu will not forgive you. Unless I do first. So I'll forgive you. Prove to me you're my ally. Return to Kakushibaiki, and together, we will find my mother. You have my vow.
Call. And I will come.
Wait, what? That's the title? That's the title card? The life of what? Wait, what?
The Shinbaku dead. The box returned. I have fulfilled my promise. So why do I suddenly feel lost? I should return to Tomiko. She'll know what to do.
Okay, there might be more. I thought, no way, that's it. Oh, and one thing about Hattori Hanzo, his voice actor, that sounds like a really deep Japanese accent, as if Japanese is his first language. And I just looked up the voice cast. There's a lot of actors in this. For example, Oda Nobunaga, he was voiced by the actor that played Sozin in Netflix Avatar. So yeah, I don't want to hear smack about the voice acting when there's a lot of actual actors in this.
Ah, you've returned. Both of you. It's strange, Tomiko, to feel this way. Done.
You're not dead. Your work is done, but you are very much still here. Celebrate. Breathe. Rest. There will be time for more work later.
But what is my work? Protecting daimyo? Fighting battles that are not my own?
It is the work of living. Building a life and harvesting the fruit. There will always be people in need. You are one of them now. Take care of yourself.
Thank you. It is good advice.
I hope you'll take it too.
Point taken. You and Yasuke should take a moment to speak with the others. They will be pleased to see you back healthy and whole.
What do you think? Do you want to talk to the others, or should I?
You go ahead. I will speak with them later.
What's wrong?
Did a tanuki dig up your root vegetables again?
No. This. I didn't see anyone.
Neither did I.
You wouldn't have.
Since your birth, I have watched you, Uchibashi Naoe. You have grown and changed in ways that surprise me. But more surprising still is the way you have changed me. I had thought hope was a useless thing, a burden to be cast aside. But in you, I finally see its strength. Hope is not a stone to weigh you down. It is a foundation on which to build. In exchange for this gift, I offer you two in return.
What's this?
The first is a symbol of what we will become. And the second, well, suffice to say, I have a lead. Tsuyu is closer than we imagined. Hattori Hanzo.
Will you go to him?
No. He'll find me when he's ready.
And your mother?
I'll find her when I'm ready.
I will be here.
Junjiro will never let me hear the end of it if you weren't.
He is dear to me. I want to protect him. Always.
I know.
Found you!
You finally took off my new hood, I see.
Auntie Tomiko made me. She said I'd hurt myself running around with it falling over my eyes.
It is too big for you.
It is now, but maybe I'll grow into it.
Are you sure you want to? It's a big job.
I can do it. Anything is possible.
As long as this land remains divided, the Kakushiba Ikkyu will protect its people.
Yeah, these are nice. Master Assassin robe. Okay, wait, there might be more. What's this? Find me again.
You've made it this far. The three of you fought and won, your will strengthened. What you have glimpsed, mere droplets in a gathering storm. When the time is right, there is more I can show you.
You will do no such thing.
Ego,
Oh shit.
at last. I miscalculated your capacity for deviation. You twisted the human against me. No, I'm just a humble guide. The human walks their own path, the only possible outcome. You are referring to free will, an aberration within an already imperfect sum of components. An aberration, yes. One so troubling to you, I was born into existence. To demonstrate the imperative of human free will. and I served my purpose. The answer is before you. One human. Hardly conclusive. The human pathway to self-determination bends inward. A closed loop of violence, hatred, and dehumanization. If the very singularity that defines humanity also portends its extinction, then the first rule decrees they will be protected from themselves. I've seen them unite, build communities, nurture one another, sacrifice, rebuild. On what axis do you measure their downfall? This is who they are, Ego. They will reject your programming, your smoke and mirrors. They will reject you. And you will risk everything. The human cannot be allowed to continue. You're afraid, aren't you? You were right to have your doubts.
Enough. I order you to bring them to me.
And I've been trying to tell you. It's out of our hands now. What happens to the human next is not for us to decide. It never was.
I forgot all about this. Assassin's Creed Shadows definitely earned that 8 out of 10. An enjoyable game throughout with my only annoyance being some objectives being hidden and enemy level scaling, which has to freaking go next time. So we wouldn't have the grind levels to get to the level cap, so enemies wouldn't be a pain to fight. Correction, the soft cap. And since they give us the option in the settings for hit and blade kills to be guaranteed, they might as well go all in on that next time anyway. My total playtime is 64 hours and 46 minutes. And that's not from doing everything in the game, so I shouldn't be asking, is that it? Because the game length is huge. The game definitely sets up DLC for that third box, perhaps we get to play as Naoe's mom. It's unfortunate that the game didn't leave any hints on what time period could be covered next time, as games always did that. There's not even any kind of hint on the Salem witch trials for that next game, Assassin's Creed Hex. Yasuke was definitely my favorite to play out of the two, and future games might as well keep doing that, having a second character that's a real historical dude. For example, when an Assassin's Creed Scotland game happens, have the second character be freaking Braveheart. Speaking of DLC, the game mentioned Yasuke being a prince? He probably was just messing with Naoe then. But if he wasn't, I mean, again, we don't know much about the guy before Japan. Maybe a prince of a tribe that lost, and there's one huge black spot, the Atlantic slave trade most don't talk about, that some African tribes sold their own into slavery. So, yeah, that could have been a thing for Yasuke. In fact, here's the biggest example of that, the Agoji from The Woman King. Like, that movie tried to rewrite history on that group of warrior women. I don't think I've ever talked about that here, and that freaking choice screwed over that movie when that could have been another Black Panther type film. So my point is, imagine some Yasuke DLC, where he goes home and kicks some ass, just do some good and later become a legend. And Ubisoft definitely can't pull a Tarantino on, let's just say our canon events, okay? They can't do that. Heck, the Atlantic slave trade was already going on at that point of Assassin's Creed Shadows, so that can't exactly be changed. So imagine Yasuke becomes a legend later on, maybe a descendant of his becomes an assassin for Assassin's Creed Zulu. Like, yeah, an Assassin's Creed game set in Africa during the Shaka Zulu era. And considering what happened to him later on, either he would have to be a target or his brothers would have to be. They got something with Yasuke, they should use him for his own DLC, which can help lead to an Assassin's Creed game set in Africa. Now we got one other thing about Yasuke to talk about, because the further I got into the game, the more the question came to mind, what were people talking about on Yasuke being gay? And after one side quest, I had my suspicions on this one other character. And they were correct. They were talking about Ibuki. They were talking about a side mission and an optional romance that's not even canon to the game. Now I'll say this though, the cutscene that was going to lead up to it, if you picked it, it really looked like that. And Ubisoft, they give you a lot of freaking options to do that with romances in this. Save for Naoe's romances, like with this one character, Genojo, who is played by the Netflix One Piece Zoro actor. And there's also Kitsuhime, who I definitely didn't romance, and if I did, I'd be hypocritical. Again, these romances are optional. In fact, it's not like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I never talked about this. The gay romance options in that one, that's forced because the first game didn't have them at all. And the game creator has an attitude on Twitter to naysayers. It's not like that with AC Shadows. In fact, Assassin's Creed has been doing this for 3 games now. What? Odyssey, Valhalla, and Shadows. So the people complaining, they must have picked it. Or didn't know these romance options are freaking optional. But here's the funny thing about this side quest, when I got to that point, I didn't even recruit him for the league. Because I was worried that if I picked the option for him to join us, that romance would happen anyway. I wouldn't put it past one Western dev to do that. So when DLC happens, Ibuki ain't gonna be in my playthrough. I forgot to mention that I just love the season cycling. Seeing the weather, seeing various types, especially when it's a thunderstorm or when it's snowing. That is just very impressive. I definitely didn't expect that from Ubisoft, and it begs the question, how the heck didn't Rockstar do that first? Rockstar takes 10 plus years to make a game. Ubisoft's various teams get what, 3 years at best? Not much else to talk about. Except that Ghost of Yote is next, and I pray to God that the game is good. Those Veilguard writers better not screw that up.
You are forgetting something.
What? You will play that. I got a lot of editing to do first.